The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go, boys, let's
We'll
go.
see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
26.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 3rd down and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to at least get one score back. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, Parker, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Jets just continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bucs 8-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Breece Hall from 8 yards out. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. That's caught. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Now back to the ground game with White. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got Otten on the out route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3rd and goal. Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Run. Alert.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's good for a Jets.
Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers throwing here.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, it's Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.